From our studios in New York, here is Stone Phillips.
You've probably seen the ads, and they can be awfully seductive. Smiling people with washboard stomachs, exercising themselves into spectacular shape and barely breaking a sweat, suggesting that you too can look that way with the help of a state-of-the-art machine. Well, you've heard it here before. A lot of that equipment is not living up to its hype. And now there's a whole new crop of machines competing for your fitness dollar. We asked Rob Stafford to take a closer look.
In the land of the fit, there is a simple, brutal equation. No pain, no gain. And yet there is no shortage of companies promising to make that exhausting process a whole lot easier.
I'm not working, I'm flying. This is the fitness flyer, and it takes the work out of workout.
AeroFit is as easy as walking, but burns calories like you're running or cross-country skiing.
Now there's a fun, fast way to look great and feel great.
They're called gliders, and they provide a low-impact workout. You may have seen them on infomercials like this one, which is aired around the country, including on one NBC-owned station and on CNBC.
Now you too can reveal the beautiful body you've always dreamed of.
It's the top TV seller. At just under $200, the Fitness Flyer by Guthy-Renker. Last year, Guthy-Renker made more money selling products via infomercial than any other company in the country. And it's not shy about making claims about the Fitness Flyer.
I've lost 40 pounds.
I've lost 53 pounds.
I have lost about 7 inches.
At the very core of the sales pitch, a dramatic claim repeated again and again.
An amazing total body workout
That burns more than twice as many calories as an ordinary treadmill.
so you can cut your workouts in half.
Guthy-Renker estimates consumers may spend up to $100 billion on its Fitness Flyer. But we talked to 2 customers who feel the Fitness Flyer is better at exercising your wallet than your body.
I guess if I stood up here for 45 minutes or something, I might feel something. But as far as cutting my workout time in half, I think it would double it.
Wendy and Jamie Smith of Irvine, California say their Fitness Flyer just doesn't give them a vigorous workout. So now it is simply occupying space in their living room.
Sometimes we use it to actually hang the clothes on, put the laundry on. I wash my shirts. I don't like to put them in the dryer, so I hang them right on the handles here.
I feel like they've made some false claims. I feel like they've misrepresented their product and made it seem better than it actually is.
Of course we make the products look attractive. Of course we tell good stories of people who've had great results.
Eitan Urbis, a spokesperson for Guthy-Renker, insists the company is not misleading consumers.
We know that our claims, not only do we have to meet legal and our own ethical standards and our own moral standards for good business and fair business, but we also know that we will really be judged in the way consumers respond to the product. Do they like it? Do they keep it? Do they use it? The answer to those questions are yes.
Richard Cotton works for the American Council on Exercise, which certifies personal trainers and also acts as a consumer watchdog.
This is one of the machines we found out didn't quite, meet the hype that was presented on the infomercials.
Cotton accompanied us to the National Sporting Goods Association's annual trade show, where we sampled several gliders, including the Fitness Flyer.
I've lost 53 pounds.
I have lost about 7 inches.
Anyone can lose that weight with the proper program, but you can't lose that by just working out on that machine alone.
It turns out the Fitness Flyer folks agree. You just have to look closely, very closely, right there at the bottom of the screen.
It's the fine print.
Amount and rate of weight loss varies. For significant weight loss, you must use the Fitness Flyer regularly and follow our low-fat eating plan. And there's something else. Cotton says a big problem is gliders simply swing the legs back and forth without really working large muscles like on a treadmill.
On the gliders, you don't quite activate those muscles as much as treadmills, so they don't demand as much of the heart.
Cotton's Council on Exercise commissioned a university study to test the Fitness Flyer and a similar machine made by another company on a group of moderately fit young men. The researchers found test subjects on the gliders achieved a relatively low peak heart rate, an average 155 beats per minute. But the researchers say in a peak performance test on a treadmill, similar subjects should be able to achieve a higher heart rate, 194 beats per minute.
There's a huge difference shown in our study between a peak effort on a glider-type machine and a peak effort compared to a treadmill.
And so while the study found the gliders adequate for moderate daily activity, it also concluded they may not be appropriate for fit exercisers.
It is not fair to indict the fitness flyer for not allowing you to max out any more than it would be fair to indict a station wagon that could never win the Indianapolis 500. This is not intended to win the Indy 500. This is intended to give you the opportunity to get the workout you need.
So what about those dramatic claims in the Fitness Flyer infomercial?
A comparative study conducted by a leading testing facility has shown that the Fitness Flyer burns up to 125% of the calories of rider-type machines and over 200% of the calories of ordinary treadmills.
200%? Well, that's going to cut my workout in half.
How can that be true? Well, in the first place, that study was paid for by the company that sells the Fitness Flyer, Guthy-Renker. And then there was the way the study was conducted. The Fitness Flyer was set at low, medium, and high resistance, but the treadmill was kept consistently flat with no incline. And the people testing the treadmill were not running, they were walking, burning about as many calories as someone going from one place to another at about this pace. If you're wondering, is that really a fair comparison, we wondered too.
It's only fair if they're being tested at comparable workloads, and in this case, they were tested at comparable workloads.
How can it be a comparable workload if the person on the Fitness Flyer has it set at the highest resistance and the person on the treadmill has it set flat at a walking speed, not even a jog?
The scientists who conducted the study analyzed how much work was being done at the two levels you described, okay? And they were apparently an apples-to-apples test in the minds of our experts.
Well, we consulted some experts of our own, a university professor, an editor of a scientific journal, and the director of the biomechanics lab at the National Institutes of Health, all respected in the area of exercise physiology. And while two of them said the Fitness Flyer provides an adequate workout for many people, all three called the test cited in that infomercial an inappropriate comparison.
Were you worried that if the treadmill were going a little bit faster, your product wouldn't have looked as good?
Absolutely not. It was not relevant to this study. It was not something we were looking at. We were looking at the Fitness Flyer. We were looking at a way to make accurate, honest, apples-to-apples comparisons between the Fitness Flyer and a treadmill. We've absolutely achieved that.
The company also put us in touch with experts of its own who support the Guthy-Renker test, saying it's more objective than other methods and designed to study the Fitness Flyer under conditions for which it is meant to be used. And the company put us in touch with several satisfied customers. Like the people in the infomercial, they cited its ease of use and low-impact workout.
The Fitness Flyer is awesome.
It's like you're floating on a cloud.
The company told us it has conducted 3 surveys indicating over 80% of Fitness Flyer customers are satisfied with the product. Guthy-Renker would not provide us with copies of the actual surveys, but said they show approval ratings well above industry averages. So gliders appear to have a place in the crowded world of fitness equipment. But the Smiths and Richard Cotton still have a big problem with the advertising claims in that Fitness Flyer infomercial.
They had said that you burn twice as many calories from walking on a treadmill, then it would not have been a purchase that we would have made.
This is making it sound like this is a magic bullet to the perfect body, and it just isn't.
The Federal Trade Commission has its own word of caution for those who are thinking of buying exercise equipment sold over the airwaves. Try it before you buy it. Many of these gliders, including the Fitness Flyer, are also available through stores that specialize in fitness equipment.
Still ahead.
Did you ever think that you would be dealing with a heroin problem like this?
Oh, not in my wildest dreams.
It's the last place you'd expect.